All righty. Golly, Bob, howdy. Is it going? I think so. Here's where we left off last time. So this is not part two, it's a continuation. What we're going to talk about is editing, saving, compiling, and running code on Java. I had to move the camera because I realized it was over here. And y'all are looking at my neck going like this because I'm actually looking at two monitors right here. I got one right here and one up here because I need things to be bigger so I can see. So I got big things up here and big things down here. All right, and you're right there. You can see me, I can see you. All right, here we go. So here's where we left off. This is an example, public class example. Like I said, this here has to match this here, except without the .java. That has to be the same or it will not work. Then you have to have all of this baloney here. And then this is the thing that's going to system.out.print line print. It's going to print this in the quotation marks right here. That's all that this whole thing is going to put out. All right. So the easy way, or maybe the fast way, this is not the way that you're recommended to do it. But if you want to check it and see if it's going to work, go right here to terminal, click new terminal, click. All right, it brings you this. Okay, we already put it into the correct folder because see, it says name game right here. That's the folder that this thing is saved in. See, this is name. If you can see, follow my mouse. Name game right here. The name of this thing is example.java right there. Where is it? I cannot see. It's right there. Example.java. That's what we're working on. It's in name game. We're good to go. It's in the right place. So the first thing you got to type in is Java C for compile, I guess. Java C, the name of the thing, which is example.java. You have to spell it right. Example. Yep. Example.java. Enter. Okay. That did nothing, but it did. It did something. Now, you got to do that same thing again, except without the C and without the .java. This thing was invented back in the old days, and they didn't know how to make it easy to use. So Java C, example.java, then you hit enter, and then Java example, and then you hit enter again. Oh, look, it said print. That's what we have right there. That's all that this thing put out. See, right there, click, did it. And it said, okay, that's all we do. Now, we can come up here, and we can do, now, okay, like I said in the last video, sometimes my computer will do this right, and sometimes it won't. If you go S out, all right, now see, it gave me the option right here. It even has words here. Print to standard out, print current method to standard out, print to standard out. I don't know what any of that means, but if you click that, it gives you this, which is what you want. Now, later on, we can talk about the difference between print line, print F, and all that baloney. Just know that if it's print line, that it's going to return. After when you run it down here, it's going to return. Okay, so there's that. Click. Got to have this if you're going to put in a string, which means words. If you're going to put in words and want words to come out, you got to have the quotation marks. Okay, so what are we going to say next? Hello, not hello, hello world. Oh, everybody loves to say that first. Isn't that great? Okay, there we got it. It's got, okay, you have to check and make sure that it has this little thing right here, because if it doesn't, then it won't do it. Okay, so we typed in hello. We did exactly the same thing. See, this worked right here. We just tried this and this worked, right? We put exactly the same thing right underneath that with a different thing here. This is the same. This looks right. Everything. All right, that looks right. Go down here, click, go to this. Oh, what I just did. Let me erase this. Okay, so the last thing that you put in there is actually what makes it go. So if you go, you have to do that same thing again. You understand what I'm saying? All right, but if you push the little, now I'm not a computer game player. Some of you may be and be really familiar with the way this keyboard thing, but there's these arrow buttons here on the keyboard. If you push up, then it gives you the last thing that you put in, which was Java example without the other stuff, right? Okay. If you hit up again, then it'll give you the thing you put in before that, and so on, all that, who knows, to infinity, I guess, as many things as you've ever put in here. So you can do that, which will give you the same thing that you just Got it. But if you change something, then you have to compile it again. So you have to go to the Java C. Okay, so we go back up 2 steps, back to the Java C, enter. Did nothing. Okay, and we got to go see. So the last thing now was the Java C. So you don't want to do that again. You want the other thing. So you got to go to. Okay, click. Oh, dang, it gave me exactly the same thing as it did. What happened? I put in a different thing. Why didn't that work? Okay, look right here. See the little dot, dot, dot? That means it's not saved. Now, your cursor is still down here. So you have to click up here on this page. Click. All right, now my cursor is up here on this. Okay, now you can go over here and go, what? File, save. All right, save right there. But see, it tells you right here, this is Control S. So click, cursor's up here. Hit Control S. Oh, look, the dot changed to an X. All right, it saved it. That means that it has to be saved in order for the thing to compile it and then give you what you want. Now, okay, here's a prime example. Let's try it again. All right, Java example. Click. Oh, it gave me print again. What's the deal? I saved it and I did it again and it gave me the same thing again. What's the deal? All right, you got to go back to the Java C. Click. Nothing. All right. But it did something. It changed its something in its brain changed. All right. Java C. So it compiled it. We made changes. We saved it. Then we compiled it. And now it knows what to do right. So now, oh, that was the first time. Got to go 2 times. Click. Hey, look at that. It printed print hello world. That's what we got. That's what we wanted. We did it all right. Dang, that's incredible. But now you're still in trouble because the teacher doesn't want you to use this thing. So you close that out. Oh, what do we do now? All right, so go over here, put this to the side. Don't want all these options. Okay, now, name game is the folder. This is the folder that this thing is saved in, right? Look right here, it's right there, name game. Okay, this is the folder on my computer, like the file manager thing, right here. You can see it. Here's the folder name game right there. That's where this thing is stored. Click. It's laid out. Why does it do this to me? It's laid out all weird. Okay, I want to do large icons. I want to sort by type. It puts all this crap in the right kind of order for me. All righty. The thing we're working on is called example.java. Not okay. There's going to be 2 of these examples. See, this one is .class. I don't know what that does, but that's not the one that you want. You do not want to do anything to these ones over here. This is the one that we're working on. This is example.java. There's actually a .java on there. All right. So all that to say, we know we're in the right spot. This is the thing that we got right here, saved right here inside a name game. All right, now I know that this, okay, what I'm about to show you next may be a little confusing because of the way that this screen is small like this, because I got it split and all that below it, because I'm looking at myself down here on the bottom screen. I'm looking at this up here on the top screen. I'm looking at you right here in the camera. Everything's going everywhere. All right, look here. Maybe this looks a little bit more familiar. You've seen this. This is the directory thing. This tells you where you're at. You know, desktop. This is all of my own personal stuff. Don't look at my personal stuff. 79 forward, working on one. Here we go. So you click on that. It's all highlighted, right? So you're just going to type in there PowerShell. See, it knows what I want. PowerShell. Click. Okay, now, oh, mine opened up down here on the other screen. You can't see it. All right, now, the reason that it is important for you to do exactly this that I just did, meaning being inside of the file folder where the thing is stored, is because that way, I'll minimize this, I'll bring this thing over here, click. That way, when you open PowerShell from inside of the directory that you're working out of, like I just did, then all of this baloney is already correct. See, this is my name right here. This is the desktop on my computer. That's the main folder, fall 2023. That's what time of year we're in. This is the class that I'm taking that I have to do this video for. This is the name of the folder where the project is saved. We're in the correct, all of this right here matches all of this over here. Got it? If you don't do that, then you got to do a bunch of MS-DOS stuff, which I know nobody knows anything about that anymore. When I first got a computer, I got an MS-DOS book that was this thick, and all I read how to do was to change the color of this right here. And of course, I changed it into, it was black and white, like an old school terminal was, and I learned how to change it into yellow words with a blue background, and it was make it crazy, and you couldn't do anything with it except throw the computer in the trash because you couldn't do anything with a computer back then anyway, because there was no internet, because Al Gore hadn't invented it yet. All right, so here we are. this works the same way as the terminal works, except, I mean, with the Java C and all of that below, except for some reason, sometimes the instructor says things will run in the terminal in this thing over here, but not run in this thing over here. And you always need to run it in this thing over here. Microsoft runs the world. Bill Gates, Bill Gaten. You need to run it in this PowerShell to make sure that it's actually going to work in the real thing. Okay, same setup. We haven't typed it in, so I can't do the little up arrow trick yet. Java C. What's the name? EX. Example. Dot Java. Enter. Didn't do anything. That's what you think, but it really did. Java. Example. Can't type. Example. Right? Right? Click. Print. Hello world. It worked. Exactly the same as it did over here in this, except it was better over here because this is better. What else? Editing, saving, compiling, and running code. We did all of that. This video only has to be 2 minutes long. The last one was 10 minutes. So if anybody watched that 10-minute video, that's incredible. Editing, saving, compiling, and running code. I told you how to do all of that. All right, so good. We'll see you in a few minutes.